Well, so as you can see, okay, that was an example of very interesting renewable sources of energy that you can consider. Solar energy was mentioned, wind energy, hydroelectric energy is basically energy that is associated with the water from dams, and then of course the last one is geothermal energy. There is some water that is trapped deep in the ground, where places like in New Zealand there's volcanic activities in the ground, so the heat is actually naturally occurring from the magma. It heats up bodies of water in the ground, and these bodies of water actually, when they expand, they are brought to the surface where they push turbines, and turbines create electricity. To end off, maybe we can just say that the world should be moving towards more renewable sources of energy, okay, instead of relying so much on non-renewable sources. But as you know, it's not easy, because there is a lot of political and economical issues to deal with the energy crisis that we are facing now, over reliance on non-renewable sources. So anyway, let's have a look
Nuclear
at some
power
examples of energies. All right.
comes from atoms. Inside the atom is the nucleus, the middle. Now, some atoms have nuclei that are so big and heavy they're always falling apart. When we bring these atoms near each other, they get hot. So hot that we can make steam, and then electrical power. There's energy in the wind, too. Wind turns these propellers. They're windmills. The spinning blades turn electrical generators. We're converting the energy of moving air, wind, directly into electricity. The sun is beaming energy to the earth all day and all night. Solar panels made of the same material as microchips change sunlight directly into electricity. Well, now you know where electricity comes from. You realize that you gotta conserve it. Only use it when you need it.
First came the dam. A series of great barriers that eventually will
A
transform.
waterfall higher than Niagara, Grand Coulee Dam. Spillways begin to flow. Power to turn the wheels of America.
And electrical energy may be turned into light energy, or heat energy, or even back into motion energy.
This is a laser. It converts electrical energy into heat energy by making gas molecules vibrate at the same speed as heat waves. Now, this laser has only about 500 watts. That's only as much as 5 average everyday reading lights. But the energy is so concentrated, it's in such a tiny space, that it's able to burn right through this plywood. It's energy being converted from one form to another and then making something happen. Isn't that cool? I mean, hot?
Just to recap, in part 1 we learned about the forms of energy. In part 2 we learned about the conversion of energy and the principle of conservation of energy. In part 3 we learned about the non-renewable and the renewable sources of energy, and the advantages and the disadvantages of these sources of energy. And with this, we conclude the topic on energy. Yeah! So please complete your notes and complete the homework exercise at the back. You are to submit it to your form teacher in 3 days' time, starting from today. Goodbye.